homeowners should take when they first discover bed bugs in their home. You know, when they get bit, or sometimes they think they're getting bit, or they think they have bed bugs. You know, and you do some inspection, and if you find a specimen, what kind of steps you could take yourself before you call a pest professional. This is from our website, njbestexterminator.com up here, and if you fill out your information for the free report, it takes you to this page on the 7 steps to take. So I'll start here with step number 1, and you can see the life cycle of the bed bug. These aren't, of course, exact sizes, but it gives you the idea. There are 7 stages from the egg. As you can see the eggs, if they're in clusters, you'll be able to identify those. Individually, you really won't be able to determine if they're eggs or not, but they can be deposited anywhere in your home, all the cracks and crevices. But in the general, you know, you could find the eggs around by the nymphs, which are considered juveniles, but we call them nymphs. And then they're gradual. They have gradual metamorphosis, meaning they maintain the same characteristics and the same look, but they're just different sizes as they shed. As they feed, they'll shed their cast skin, and then there'll be another size until they feed again. So if you see different stages of bed bugs in your home, different sizes, that means you have a pretty established infestation. Where if you just, like adults brought them over, some ride from like a book bag, a gym bag, you know, you brought them from someone else's house. So usually the adult bed bugs are the one that hits your ride most. So what you need to do here, make sure you have bed bugs. Like I said, you know, look for a specimen. Of course, you'll look for the evidence of it. So what you want to do is, you know, take the mattress off the bed and flip it over like I have here in this video. This video right here, showing the mattress standing right side up, and you can look around. Well, this one's on YouTube. If you look it up, show you this video in full screen. How we put the mattress on the side of the wall, and then brought the box spring up, and you're looking around the perimeter of the box spring, looking for the actual evidence of bed bugs. So what you want to do, you want to look under the box spring and see if you can find any bed bug congregation. You take the desk cover off the back and look at the fabric around the perimeter and the wood pallet, you know, the wood framing. And that you know, you want to get like a positive identification. So what you could do, you can get like 3M tape, like masking tape, or duct tape is my favorite. Just get a piece of tape, and if you see any specimens, put the tape right on the bed bug, and you know, save that for your pest management professional, or bring it into here in New Jersey, here in Middlesex County, New Jersey. You can bring it to the Rutgers University entomology extension and get them identified there. Step number 2, if you're like an apartment or you're renting the home, contact your landlord, because the New Jersey Bed Bug Bill states, as of 2010, that the landlord is responsible for treatment, remediation of bed bug harborages in a multifamily home, meaning your home has to be 3 or more units that they have to be managing if it's a multifamily home. If it's just like a duplex or a single family home, their landlord is not responsible by law to treat it. You are responsible. So you need to call a pest management professional, licensed pest management professional. Step number 3 out of 7, use a vacuum cleaner. use a vacuum cleaner. That's the easiest way to keep them from spreading immediately. And use a dry vac or vacuum cleaner from your backless vacuum, and this vacuum with the crack and crevice tool. Like I said, my favorite is the duct tape. Just gets strip of duct tape and put the duct tape on the fabric wherever you see the live bed bugs. That's my favorite. But you can use a vacuum as well, and just run it across, and that should pick up the eggs and get all your spots and cracks and crevices. That will that'll be the first thing you would want to do, really, because they'll start running around. So don't start spraying anything yet. Vacuum whatever you can that's available, that's accessible, and then decide what you want to do with these infested items, box springs and mattresses and furniture. If they're damaged, or if you got them from a second-hand, from a garage sale, or they're donated, or you got it out of, if you want to throw them away, you could, if you feel like they're damaged, because damaged items, damaged furniture is difficult to treat and manage for bed bugs, because they can deposit their eggs inside damaged furniture, cracks, and ripped mattresses and box springs. But then you have to mark them properly so anybody going by knows that they are infested. My favorite is to wrap the mattress in 3 mils plastic, wrap it in duct tape, and then mark it with the orange spray paint, because the scavengers will usually take these mattresses. What you need to really do on your own is to start clearing up your room, clearing up the clutter, and throwing stuff away that's garbage, that you consider garbage. You really need to, if you're going to do something yourself or prepare for a pest management professional, you have to take this next step and start really organizing your room, get ready for treatment, really. So you need to get rid of all this extra stuff that's under the bed and on the floor, and start discarding things that are completely infested. If you find anything that's completely infested with bed bugs, like cardboard boxes, or if you discover things, if it's a major infestation, stuff like calendars on the wall, posters, damaged blinds, papers and stuff about a nightstand, like a lot of clutter. You need to start throwing them away, or start organizing stuff that's in your dressers and drawers, all the loose stuff, because you're going to need to be treating your dressers, your drawers, and so you need to really start organizing and start bagging up things and throwing other things away, and just get rid of the extra stuff. I call it stuff. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of hiding places for the bed bugs, so you need to make the room, like I said, simplify the bedroom to make the treatment easier and to inspect. And the stuff that you're going to throw away, you just put in the heavy garbage bag so you don't spread the bed bugs around when you're bagging things up and you're tying them up. You don't want them to get ripped, and so that way you could you take everything out at once. And don't reuse the bags. Don't you reuse the bags, because if you put stuff back that have bed bugs in it, and then there'd be bed bugs in the garbage bags, you can reinfest your room easier. What you need to do, step number 6, is start washing, bagging the clothes, get ready for the laundry. You can use a professional laundromat that can do bigger loads. The number one thing you need to be washing are your linens, everything that's on the bed. You need to wash. Throw pillows, on this other hand, you could bag those up for treatment or heat treatment. You can heat those, or heat devices, or use a hair dryer, or you could. My favorite is a treat with a registered pesticide for indoor use and label for bed bugs. That's my favorite, crack and crevices. But I don't think you could really wash and dry throw pillows, but pillowcases, you really definitely need to wash and dry these things in hot water and dry on a medium heat. And then what you want to do, you want to you don't have to do all your laundry at once, but you could keep the laundry that you're not doing yet. You can keep them in the sealed contractor bags until you're ready to launder them, and then after you finish laundering them, then you put all the clothes in new bags. Don't reuse the old bags that you had them in, so you won't be reintroducing the bed bugs back into the room after your treatment. Step number 7, after you bagged up everything, get ready for the laundry. You're probably not ready to go to the laundromat right away. I mean, you're doing everything pretty much right away, immediately. So you don't really have time to really plan it all out. So the next staging area, after you bag up everything, not leave it in the rooms. If you're lucky to have a garage or basement, just put the bags in there, and so that way so you can get back to your room and start cleaning and spot treating or whatever you need to do. Call a pest management professional for an inspection. It'll be a lot less clutter in your room, and that way, if you need to do things in stages, if you don't have time to launder everything, it's a big process. They're saying you could take some stuff outdoors, but I don't believe these temperatures can kill outdoor bed bugs outdoors. I've seen this over the years. People put their furniture outside, and I had never really seen that. And, you could put some things in a car during the summertime, but we're getting into the fall right now. Your vehicle can definitely get 120, 140 degrees over the afternoon if ever the window's rolled up and you put all your items in there. But I wouldn't guarantee that. I don't really make a recommendation. They say you can encase your mattresses and box springs, but it depends on what kind of treatment you're having. The way we do treatments, you don't have to encase your box spring and mattresses. They can be treated, and the residual will last months, for several months. And the bed bugs, if they go to the mattress and box spring, that they'll be in contact with the pesticide product that has been applied, and they'll die right away. And they're pretty expensive. They're like between $60 and $90 just for one encasement. So you can imagine if you had a 4-room house, how much that costs. That's why people see value in hiring us, Eliminex in Old Bridge, New Jersey, because we could successfully treat a 4-bedroom home, treat all the mattresses and box springs, and put everything away, and the bed bugs will die off over time if there are any in the walls and they come back to the bed. If you had encasements on them, then there would be no treatment on the casings. On the new encasements you just put on, they could just hang out right on top of the covers, and still live and breed, not because they're not sitting on the pesticide product that's been applied. Well, there's 7 steps. We're already at step number 9. They said, what about the bagged items? Like I said, you could get them treated. You can get them, take things to the laundry. We're talking about bagged items like stuff you don't launder, like electronics and stuff like that. They said, you could heat treat or freeze it, but you could just keep them in a sealed plastic bag. They say 4 to 6 months, but I think you could put everything back. My opinion is you could put everything back after a treatment, because if there happen to be, say, for instance, a bed bugs interclock radio, because it's next to the nightstand, depends on how the infestation is. Say it came out. If it came out of these items, it would look to hide in the cracks and crevices under the baseboards, trim work, and back into your furniture, your box spring, back into your dressers, and it's going to look for a place to hide. And guess what? Where they go hide, there's going to be a contact residual from the pesticide treatment that's going to still be working, and it's going to kill the bed bugs if they wander off, and they're going to try to get established again in your room, and they're not going to, because everything's been treated. So that's what makes us successful. Now, what